Whoa, 5 months. Thanks for the great content and I can't wait for the Fiki tournament.
Hello. How's it going? How is everybody today? Ah! Anyways.
I return once more.
Flora, thank you for the 23 months. Oh man, oh man, oh man, oh man, oh man. Sakura with the 20 months.
Frost Prime for my sub gift.
You need to rip a Red Bull to calm down. Oh. Anyways, hello, chats. Stream today. We're streaming today.
Who up devouring
Down?
some Tao Fiki. Are these nuts gotten?
I don't understand.
Man, I hate Jared Polis.
Same, bro.
Hype train has begun.
That guy fucking blows.
Let's go 2 months.
That guy sucks ass. Biggest, thank you for the 3 months. Blue Ninja, thank you for the 2 months. Stoners, thank you for the 15 months. Jared Polis, who's that? He's the governor of Colorado. He's notably gay. Like, that's like what everybody like immediately wants to lead with. They're like, he's a gay governor, so he's got to be cool, right? It's like, yeah, until he opens his mouth. Luna, thank you for the 6 months. What up, fraudster? Frost, you need to rip an Oxy to calm down. All right, I'm gonna rip Oxy. Actually, I've done Oxy once in my life, and I say done, it was prescribed to me, but I've taken Oxy once and I hated it. I didn't like that it started working in 30 seconds. That scared the fuck out of me. It was after getting my wisdom teeth removed. The med started, or the anesthetic med started wearing off, and I started to feel the pain, and I was like, this is a lot of pain. I'm gonna take one of my prescribed Oxys. And then I took it, and within 30 seconds, all of the pain went away. And I was like, that's the most terrifying thing that I've ever done in my entire life. I don't want to do that anymore. Are you boring because you're hetero? I'm polyamorous, okay? I'm more than that. Opioids make you invincible. Yeah, it's fucking crazy, man. King J Eagle, thank you for the 3 months.
Hello, Mr. Frost. Thanks for 3 months of greatness, dude.
I'm backflip sexual, so if you can do a backflip, if I can do a backflip, you're attracted to me, is what you're saying. Getting an official shout out through the newsletter tournament will be cinema. Cinema. Yeah, we will read the entire newsletter today because I didn't get to look at it. I didn't look at the entire thing in the small recording that we did. Anyways, chat. I need your help today. I need your help. And by I need your help, I mean, I don't actually need your help. But if you would like to participate and have a little bit of chat influence on the tournament, I am willing to let chat name one of the seeds for the tournament. Because each of the seeds is, I can't say what they are, but they're words. So it's something like big gay dildos shoved up my ass. I don't really know if there's a character limit. I put in some pretty long seeds. Sacrificial Fool, thank you for the 10 months. So we're going to do it raffle style like we always do with the marbles race. For 5 gifted subs, you get to add a name to the marbles race. You get to add a name to the marbles race. And then at the end of the stream today, we roll all of the marbles down a hill. Whichever one wins is the name of the final seed that all 32 streamers will be playing on. Or actually, no, sorry. You guys aren't naming a seed that all 32 players will be playing on. You have an even bigger job. You're naming the final seed. The final seed. Andy Never Active, thank you for the 6 months.
Cheeky.
So only 2 teams will be playing on it, but it is technically the most important seed of the entire tournament because it will determine who is the winner of the tournament or not. Shmeepy, thank you for the 4 months. And you can name it pretty much whatever you want. I will strike something down if it's, I would say it has to be like Red Bull friendly. So if you want to make it like come, that's probably okay. You probably can't name it like Netanyahu send an ICBM to that guy's house. You probably can't do that. Okay? It's got to be Red Bull friendly. Can it be Monster Energy Drink? No. Unless it's Monster Energy Drinks Suck. I'll just add that to the end if you make it Monster Energy Drink. Can we name it Fiki Orca Backshots? I can tell you that that's not one of the seeds of the tournament because I actually scouted that seed and I was like, it's not that good.
Thanks for all the fun. Looking forward to tomorrow.
Alti Brad, thank you for the 12 months, man. And the reason why you guys are naming the final seed is because the first 3 seeds, every team knows the format of. So if you give them the seed now, they'd be able to cheat. And I don't think they would. I don't think any teams would. But the option is there, right? Lazy Guy, thank you for the prime. Appreciate that. But the 4th round is a mystery round with oddball rules. And they don't know what it is. So you could tell them the seed now and they could not prepare for it. No matter what they try to do, they will not be able to prepare for it unless they knew the special rule set. Thank you, Lazy Guy. Appreciate that. Hey, C-Make, we got to keep things English only here, fam. I just can't moderate other languages, so I don't know what you're saying. I appreciate you, though, man. This seed sponsored by Red Bull. Good. You're live on a Sunday? It's the day before the tournament, so I felt like I should go live and yap about the tournament for a few hours, and that's what I'm going to do. Yo, what up, Austin? Are you worried about the new Aeon glass in the tournament? No. Dude, if teams are wiping, that's awesome. That's fucking sick. Like, that's sick, dude. I want people to die, man. In the game. I don't want any of the players to die IRL, but I want them to die in the game. Oh, to Chewy, think of the 5.
Tournament tomorrow. The Fiki final for final seed.
Blue Ninja. Thank you for the 5 times 5 gifted subscriptions. So you may either have 5 different entries into the tournament, or you may have 5 of the same entry into the tournament. Well, I guess you could do a combination of it all. Grays Fox, thank you for the 4. But what would you like to nominate as your seeds?
Cancel Amazon Prime. You get to benefit from my mistake.
Thank you, Foxy. 2 things I'm worried about is Aeon Glass and the 75-minute limit. Really, I think that when teams push the pedal down, 75 minutes is not a problem at all. Gid, thank you for the 4 months. How much do I have to pay Scooters to delay the tournament by an hour? He actually DM'd me yesterday and said, hey, how long is your run of show? I've got shit to do afterwards. So I don't think Scootish is gonna want to delay the tournament. Could you break down the finances out of the tournament? Yeah, whenever I know it. I don't know the finances exactly, because there's like Mika, I don't know how much I'm paying her. Because it's more of like hey, how much work did you have to do? Which sometimes, like yesterday, she was like, here, I'll show you an example of some of these, just because I'll leak something, because I think you guys deserve a little bit of leakage. Mika was creating these cards for every single player. Every single player has a different card like this. And Mika was like using different pictures than the ones that were submitted by people. And I was like, oh, you're doing extra work, which means I have to pay you for that. Oh, no. But I don't know how much I'm paying her, because we'll figure that out later. But things like that, yeah. I don't know exact costs. Also, I might be recruiting a few of you today. If anybody here has a small bit of OBS experience and would like to work the back end of the tournament. I have sex work experience. Petra, you're on the job. I have IBS experience. If neither applies to me, can I still do it? What is the length limit on the seed? You'd have to go into the game and type it out, Talish. I don't know. Did Blue Ninja ever say what they want, by the way? Cool. What's OBS? Streaming software. Basically, the organizers have 4 observers already. And they're looking if they can grab 4 more, I believe. Just basically people that are going to go around and keep track of other teams and what they're doing. I don't know how seeds work for Slay the Spire. You can do letters and numbers. Like, for instance, one of the seeds that we looked at and didn't end up going with was Fiki Orca backshots. The only thing is the formatting of the seeds. They're in all caps and there's no spaces. So you can put spaces and you don't have to do caps. We are going to delete your spaces and make it all caps. Okay, let's do tomato crabs. Done. 5 votes on tomato crabs as the final seed. Can you show the Fiki Orca backshot seed? No, because you need 4 players to like show you what it would actually look like, and I don't feel like recruiting 3 other people right now to join into a co-op game and then hope that they all also have the correct mods installed in order to be able to jump around in the game. Get up, jab up, smash. Everybody with damn gamer subs, man. Is it the same seed for all rounds? There's 3 different seeds. And then the finals is the seed that you guys are naming. And the reason why I can reveal the seed on stream today is because the finals will have, it has a mystery rule set that the players don't know. So they could not scout the seed that is being portrayed in front of them and know exactly what it is. You know what I'm saying? Do different multiplayer seeds generate different map layouts? I am not sure, but I think so. It might have been that, or it might have been the hotfix patch that changed things for me. But I scouted some seeds in single player and then brought them all to multiplayer, and none of them were the same. So the groups get eliminated. So it'll be 3 rounds. 3 rounds, all 8 teams play, and then the top 2 teams play in the finals. So it's literally just everybody plays 3 rounds, and then the top 2 teams move on. Yo, what up, Hammy? You guys been practicing, man? Is everything happening today? Considering the fact that today is not May 25th at 1 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, no. That is when the tournament is happening. May 25th at 1 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. I'm still rooting for Scootish. They've been putting in some work, man. I think you're going to be surprised. Yo, what up, Strawberry? Can ties appear? Technically, yeah. Unlikely for ties to appear. Well, sorry. Ties can appear. There's only one tie that matters, though, and that is the tie between 2nd and 3rd place, right? Because if the only thing that we're going to be having is after 3 rounds, the top 2 teams move on, the tiebreaker only matters if it's 2nd and 3rd. If it's 2 people tied for 2nd. You know what I'm saying? Does that make sense? And in that sense, I haven't confirmed it with production, but what I think is initially it should just be cumulative deaths. Whoever has less cumulative deaths should move on first. Just because I think that is like overall performance. And then second, we would probably add up all 3 of your rounds times, and whoever has the least amount of time total would move on. Is there a point system? Yep. There is a point system that we developed where it's elites are 3 points, bosses are 5 points. However many players are alive when you defeat the final boss is 5 points per player. Each death is minus 5 points, and then you get 30 minus 5 depending on the place that you came in. So 30 points for first place, 25 points for second place, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. All the way down to 7th and 8th will both be 0, because based on that math, 8th place would get -5, but we just gave them 0 instead. Don't want people to be hurt for finishing last. They just won't get as many points. Did you end up deciding on a buff for Scootish? I don't think they need it, man. I really don't think they need it. I'm gonna ask Opum tonight if they think that Scootish needs a buff, but I think that Lud might be on worse shape than Scootish at this point. The STS seeds work like Minecraft seeds, where it's just random numbers and words. Yeah. Yeah, right now there's only 5 votes in for the final seed, and it is for tomato crabs. So right now, if nobody else gives 5 subs, it is 100% tomato crabs will be the last seed. The finals of the tournament. But it could be fucking anything. Again, as long as it is within Red Bull TOS. So you can put curse words and fuckies and cummies and things like that. But you probably can't put in the YouTube URL for the Whitest Kids You Know skit titled I Want to Kill the President of the United States. Probably can't do that. It probably cannot be that, you know? Is there a plan for the stream today? I'm just going to answer questions about the tournament. And then probably do the marbles race. I don't know. Just chilling, man. I'm rooting for Team Paparata because that's where Joe Cat is. Type shit. Understandable. Tournament is in 29 hours. Yeah. Something like that. Are you nervous? Extraordinarily, yeah. I keep getting like panic attack symptoms one by one. Like driving yesterday, I just let out like a deep sigh, and August just said, "Yeah, I know that sigh." He goes, "Yeah, I know what you. Yeah, I got you." Chat will help you tomorrow too. I don't think I'm going to need your help. I'm sorry to say that, but I don't think I'm going to need chat's help tomorrow. I've got a very big production team behind me. I'm ready for Team Merle because they're going to have the best crash outs. Yeah, that team is definitely either going to... That team is either going to get first or last. There's no in between for that, man. That team is a ticking time bomb. It's just whether or not they're going to hit a rocket jump or they're just going to shoot the bazooka into a wall, you know? Like, it's, you never know. So are you going to say if chat wants to gift you 300 subs during the event, you will turn it down? I'm not going to be talking to chat during the event. So I won't know if chat... Like, I'll be looking at chat, don't get me wrong. But I'm not going to be back and forthing with chat. This is not... I don't think you guys understand the type of production that we're putting on tomorrow. I think you guys think that it's going to be this. That it's going to be... Like... Yo, what up, chat? Are you guys ready for the fucking tournament, dog? Yo, yeah, you are? Shit, yeah. Hell yeah. Fuck yeah. No, I'm really happy to you guys. Oh, yeah. Jab up smash. You're fucking ready, dog? Hell yeah. No, it's going to be... Ladies, gentlemen, and NBs, welcome to the first ever Frost Prime Devour the Tower co-op tournament. I'm here with the lovely and beautiful host, Ots Darva. Ots, say hello. Hello, friends. I am Ots, and I'm just happy to be here. Yeah, so today we have 32 competitors. That's 8 teams of 4 going head-to-head in a co-op 3-round tournament before 2 teams will move on to the finals. Rogue, thank you for the brand new one. We're putting on an esports event tomorrow, chat.
Here your rent money, Mr. Landlord. Please don't evict me.
Thank you for the 20 months. How do we make a seed name proposition? want an animation short about this tournament, but it's Frost voicing everybody. Well, it's me and Otz, so you voice Otz and Otz voices you. Have we tried the seed Frost Prime yet? No. I have not tried any of the seeds that chat is going to recommend today, except Fikiorka Backshots. I have tried that seed. But that was just coincidence, you know? How is viewing going to work? Are all the people participating in going to be streaming? Yep. Everybody's going to be streaming, so all 32 people will be live, as well as I will be live hosting the esports production from this stream and basically just doing like a color commentary with Otz and following along, being the head of production for it all, you know? Was it a good seed? We did not end up using Fikiorka Backshots. My boy Northern Lion better be in this. We reached out to him. He never responded. And by we reached out to him, I mean my agency reached out to him, and he never responded, so. Or he said he wasn't interested, and my agency never told me that. But either way, he didn't want to be in it. I'm old. What does Fikiorka mean? I think a lot of people think that they're old for this audience, but then don't realize that this audience is old, man. Most of my audience is older than me, and I'm 30. How did the logo animation turn out? Really fucking well. Approximate tourney end time? It'll probably run like 5 to 7 hours, just depending on whether or not people show up right at the start, depending on whether or not everybody has the correct things installed in order to be able to have Ascension 10 unlocked. I'm imagining that Ludwig is going to pull up to the event tomorrow. We're going to try to start the event, and he is not going to have Ascension 10 co-op unlocked, even though we have given clear instructions, and I've pinged them multiple times to all do it. I can see that some people haven't done it yet. Because I have this website. I have a website, flashbang alert. I have a website that is going to be used during production that allows me to track any single player's deck in real time, what floor they're on, what act they're on, what their relics look like. But if I select somebody that hasn't done it, you can tell that they haven't done it. And so I know that if they haven't done this, they haven't also unlocked Ascension 10 because the document puts the installing of the mod first. So what happens when one of the players doesn't have A10 co-op? You're speaking ahead of me. This document unlocks A10 co-op for you. They just need to do it. It takes 30 seconds. You literally go into one of your game files, you add a line, you hit save, you open up the fucking game. But yeah, it's really cool that we can just like, Bookshelf hasn't installed it yet. That's crazy. Either that or he just hasn't played a run on stream in a really long time. Raren hasn't updated the mod. So if it doesn't say floor 46, if it doesn't say the floor, he hasn't updated the mod recently. And I've told everybody that they need to update the mod multiple times. And I'm going to be saying it again tonight. But I know, again, people aren't going to fucking do what I need them to fucking do, man. God damn it. Pissing me the fuck off. But that's streamer stuff. So if there's like delays and stuff, I imagine that it'll go closer to the 7-hour mark. But the Slay the Relics mod isn't as important. That's like more for like production side of things. It's not as important that we have Slay the Relics. Obviously, they need Ascension 10. They need it. Holy shit, we can see it too. Yep, the website is available. It's public. Yeah. Karmic. Thank you for the 5 gifted, fam. What name would you like to enter in as a possible name for the final seed of the tournament? What kind of mod is it? It's Slay the Relics. It's the same mod that allows you to hover over people's game when they're streaming on Twitch and see the relics that they have. You could probably hover over it right now, even though I don't have a thing open, just because that's the way that Slay the Relics works, is it's going to save the data for my last run. But yeah, it allows you to like see people's decks. So if you're on somebody's stream, let me see if I can't pull up somebody's Slay the Spire stream. Those are just the people that are in the tournament. But if somebody is streaming Slay the Spire and they have the mod, oops, you can open up their deck on their stream and you can scroll down. So during the tournament, you should be able to open up everybody's deck. You can go to their map and you can see their map. I think this is not Slay the Relics. I think they're using a different one. Slay the Spire 2 run. Oh yeah, this was like a copy and paste one that was made by one of those like Hearthstone websites. But either way, Slay the Relics, same type of thing. What happened to the previous stream? My power went out. I was sniped by the gods. Smited down. Does it work on mobile? I don't believe that it works on mobile. No. Because it's a Twitch overlay. And obviously it doesn't work on YouTube. Because YouTube doesn't have overlays. Really helped during a hard time. Much love, Karmic Spider. I saw that you wanted the seed Time Grifter. Understandable. Play. Me when I'm at a ground. Do seeds have a character limit? I don't think so. Or I don't think it... I don't... I have not discovered one yet. You could go and try to figure it out. Go into a custom run and put in a seed and tell me how long it can get. They don't. You can type so much that they crash the game. Okay, let's keep it to 15 characters, maybe. I don't know. Has Scootish improved at all? He technically has a 100% win rate on Ascension 10. So there's that. Technically. Is there a list of seeds that have already been given? There's been 2 seeds that have been given. Time Grifter and Tomato Cats. Cats with a Z and a K. Tomato Cats. Tomato Crabs. That's why I didn't know. Maybe Tomato Cats should win instead. Thoughts? Yo, what up, rat cousin? Blue Ransom. Thank you for the 3 months. Can't the contestants get the final round seed beforehand now? Yes, they can. But the final round has a special mystery modifier. There's a custom rule set for the final round, so they don't know how it works. So they can go scout the seed. It's not going to help them. I can tell you that right now. It's not going to help them. Add McLovin SP Slay of Spire. Thank you for the first time chat, though. Yo, what up, Gengar lover? Favorite Red Bull flavor? I like the monk fruit. The zero sugar monk fruits. And they sent me out like 3 pallets of that. So I'm a happy boy. I'm a happy guy. Thank you for scheduling the tournament right after my finals. Bro, you got finals on a holiday? That's not very American. And as an American, we don't believe that anybody exists outside of America, which is why we never learn how to put any country on any map other than America. Which I'm pretty sure that every time I look at a map, there's giant red, white, and blue stripes across the country. I'm in the part that is blue because my sky is blue, but I think other parts have a different color. Did you check the temperature for the day of the tournament? No, I did not. Should I? I do need to pick out my outfit today, and I don't know what I want to use. I don't know what I want to go with. If I want to go with, like, fuckboy sexy, or if I want to go, like, suit sexy. You know? I don't think I'm going to go watermelon mode. I'm probably going to get too hot for that. You want to go shirtless for the tournament? I don't think so. No. A Red Bull can costume. Do they have those? I'm just going to search this on Amazon because I feel like they would have that. Red Bull can costume. They got Coca-Cola cans and Diet Cokes. You can go as a Budweiser, Fireball. I do not see a Red Bull can. Are the contestants aware of the new patch? Most of them. Most of them, sure. How many subs for you to go shirtless? If you guys hit 7,000 subs today, we are currently at 4,943. So, good luck. What up, Jackie? Please tell me there will be a VOD or two. I don't know why I wouldn't save this VOD if I normally save all my VODs. This one I'm going to delete, actually. I don't think that the world should see this tournament after it's over. Nope. You either see it live or you die.
Frostbite.
Scythia Marrow. Thank you for the 40 months. Appreciate you, fam. You know that the new Aeon glass is bugged? You don't know that there was a hotfix that fixed that. Paywall the tournament. Because those have always gone over well in reception. Anytime anybody paywalls something. The Smash community, when there was a paywall, the Smash community got upset when there was a paywall for a skin. Will Jorbs be a referee of the tournament? No. Going up, Quinjamin. I believe in Team Jackie. You just like people with accents. Go ahead and say it. Celtic, they give the 3 months.
Lover content, you've improved my sleep schedule. I watch your daily uploads and head to bed after smile.
Will there be 5 hours of stalls before the tournament tomorrow? Probably not, no. 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 Jorbs would instantly disqualify everybody for force unlocking Ascension 10. Yeah, exactly. Didn't earn it. Wolf Boss, thank you for the 5 subs. What would you like the final seed to be named? What would you like the name of the final seed to be, my friend? I believe Scootish is going to mog the entire tournament.
Welcome to Devour the Tower, where 31 contestants will compete in teams of 4.
I'm here too.
Felix, thank you for the 2 months.
BTW, is that a Daredevil beanie?
Yeah, it's reversible with the Punisher. What up, Lear? Stelly will carry her team on her back. Fuck yeah, she will, dude. Wolf Boss is awesome. Okay. All right. Okay. So first, so far, it is either going to be Wolf Boss is awesome, Time Grifter, or there's 5 chances for it to be Tomato Crabs. Quinn Jam,
Best
thank you for the 4 months.
3 months of my entire life, and I mean that.
I think people are gonna start thinking we're having an affair, Quinn. Okay, we can't let them know. Mink. 3 months of hot, sexy passion. The heated rivalry, if you will. That's what Karis wants to see. What's been the most fun part about setting up the tournament? A
hype train has begun.
No, there's been fun parts. Bigfoot likes beans. Thank you for the 8 months, fam.
Since I stopped by. Have my Bezo bucks.
Thank you, fam. Getting to work with people, I think. I just like working with people, man. I like talking to people. So, everybody that I've gotten to work with, like, the work itself is grueling, and I hate it, and stressful. And I'm worried about letting you all down or overhyping it and then not delivering because I'm relying on other people to make my dreams come true, you know? Like, and that's, so, like, that's really scary. But I like working with people at the same time. Like, I like talking to people and, like, yapping about ideas. So, like, talking with the Red Bull people, talking with people at LVT, talking with Mika, you know, like, I don't know. It's weird. Talking with the
Congrats
coaches.
on getting
Teal.
your name on the big newsletter.
Thank you for the 16
I was
months,
giddy
fam.
when I saw it.
I was a little giddy.
Smile.
should have done your tournament on a cruise. Like I said, NL didn't respond, so would have been down. After practicing, I think the format is going to be really exciting to watch. I think especially with the recent patch that's just fucking murdering everybody. I'm so excited to watch you guys die. Is there somewhere I can read the rules? Yeah, exclamation point tournament. Bang, boom, ba-dum, boom. Thick Shady, thank you for the prime sub. You're a trader. Why isn't Red Bull the only thing in your system?
Because they paid for the day of the fucking tournament, and I like a little Dr. Pepper Zero Sugar in my life.
Also, they don't care. I don't think Red Bull cares if I drink other things. They just want to for me to not promote anything else, you know? Old Toby, thank you for the 3 months. Is PST different than PDT? Which ones are you using? PDT it stands for Daylight Savings Time. It's technically PDT is what we're on. It's the same thing. It's just whether or not we've fallen back an hour or sprung forward recently. But it's the same time zone. Yeah, it's why usually people just say Pacific time. If you Google it, I'm pretty sure if you Google like PST right now, even though we're technically on PDT, I'm pretty sure Google just tells you the right time. Like Google just is like, yeah, these guys are fucking idiots. They don't know that they've fallen recently or that they've sprung. Feed, thank you for the 39 months. Have you ever played Armored Core? I've watched a lot of the Armored Core games. And I like the, didn't they do an Armored Core, like, mini show as a part of that one, short series show or whatever, Secret Level? Yeah, it was Keanu Reeves, yeah. But yeah, keep the questions coming about the tournament, man. Anything you guys want to know. At this point, I can tell you pretty much everything. Who's going to win? Whose team will do the worst? There are a couple of teams that haven't practiced at all. And those are the teams that I think will probably have the biggest struggle. Is the stream starting at 1 p.m. or is the gameplay? The idea is that the tournament starts at 1. I don't know if the gameplay will start. I don't think the gameplay will start right at 1. But that's when Ladies, gentlemen, and NB, welcome to the first ever annual, biannual, semi-annual, triannual, once every 3 years, once every decade, Slay the Spire, Devour the Tower team tournament. That's when that'll happen. What do you think is the best class combo? Honestly, that got kind of thrown out the window with the new new patch, because it used to be that Silent was like bar none the best character, like far and above and beyond the best character. But both the change to the Dorito and the change to Aeon Glass heavily nerfed the Silent. So genuinely, I think that the Silent probably won't be played nearly as much as people think. Silent still has flanking? Yeah. I just mean for like the every character, or the same character round. I don't know if the Silent is the best anymore. It's probably the Ironclad, honestly. Just being able to like stack up debuffs. And the Ironclad has like a lot of different archetypes. Like people can just go for like vulnerable stacking into a billion strength gain all in one swing, and everybody can kind of benefit off that. And then one person can be a tank, like a literal tank. They play the card tank. So there's like a lot of cool different combos. I'm excited to see what people do in round 2. How do the Aeon status work in multi? It's individual, thankfully. I'm pretty sure. I'm pretty sure it's not every 6 cards that is played against them. I'm pretty sure it's individual. But either way, that shit still fucking kills you. Like, hard. It's gonna cause so many deaths. Tia, thank you for the 37 months. Will there be polymarket bets? I don't think that I have to be the one that makes those. I hope there's not. Oh. I'm going to put it all on Ludwig. Eh. How does the team win? Fastest to the furthest? Point-based system.
High Frost, high chat.
Vanilla Sunday,
waving
thank you for the
hand
2 months.
emoji.
Exclamation tournaments, there's a little rules sheet that'll... It's a little more complicated than just a single sentence answer. Do you find an issue of people clicking on YouTube thinking it's a video, but it's actually a live stream? Nope. Because most people that probably do that, they just click off, man. I don't know, dog. Nobody was ever complained about that until you. So, sorry. I guess if I get one person that complains about that once in every year and a half of streaming, I'll be all right with that. How did you manage to get the Red Bull sponsor? My dashing good looks and a really sick pitch deck. It's not on you, it's on the platform. It's a little on you, actually. Because in all of the thumbnails, whenever I go live, it's usually pretty obvious that it's a stream. I guess not in the thumbnail today, but usually if there's a Slay the Spire 2 logo, it's not a video. You gotta get conditioned for that, you know? Get a little Pavlovian-ly condition. Ooh, that thumbnail looks like a live stream thumbnail. Ooh, that thumbnail looks like a video thumbnail. Ooh, that thumbnail look. You know what I'm saying? What is the best opinion? What is, in your opinion, the best possible character builds for round 1 considering synergy? It's not on me, man. And if I say too much, might give people ideas, you know? But I don't know. I don't know yet. And I don't know in the current patch. I could have told you probably like a month ago what was best, but I think that things have changed so much. I think that definitely, like, having, like, 2 supports is what I've seen a lot of teams doing, where they have, like, 2 supports and then, like, 1.5 to 2 carries, where, like, one person might be really good at, like, hallway fights, and then one person is just, like, sitting there and, like, kind of sacking their shit and just being there ready to rep for, like, dealing 750 damage after, like, 6 turns to a boss, you know? Chat gonna be ignored tomorrow? Yeah. We're doing an esports production, fam. Having chat submit the seeds is such a cool idea. Yeah. We'll see how into it chat is. So far, chat's not as into it as I thought, but they're coming up with time to cook, you know? May I suggest a seed without subs? Nope. I may have let that go through if you were, like, long-term member of the community, but unfortunately, you don't get special privileges as a first-time chatter. Other than getting a little highlighted message so that I see your shit. But all right, chat, we got to run 3 minutes ads. If you don't want to see those ads, consider subbing. Make 100% of my income on stream on making money off the YouTube videos. So I do appreciate all the love and support. And all the support right now is really fucking needed with how costly this tournament definitely is going to be. So I'll sit here and I'll beg and I'll kiss you on the mouth. Why 1 hour for 15 points? I don't know what the hell you're saying, Diego. Invictus, thank you for the prime. Lancy P, thank you for the 12. May I suggest a Fiki? You may suggest a Fiki. Bang, bang, bang. Tag says you are playing Slay the Spire 2, but when I click on the live stream, you're not playing Slay the Spire 2. Scammed. Just means that the content is revolving Slay the Spire 2. Does not mean that I'm playing Slay the Spire 2. You are assuming a lot of things. Sorry about that, fam. Did you ask BoxBox for advice on? Yeah, BoxBox and I have talked a lot, actually. He's been a really big help. He's been really fucking cool. Yeah, see, I don't. Even if I took that seed, man, there's no guarantee that anybody would get that. Because it's different depending on what characters people's play. Tallish, thank you for the 5 gifted. Let me know your seed. SBC Tins, thank you for the 27 months. Do you think it's possible to have more tournaments if this goes well? Yeah. Yeah, because I think it'll be easier to get funding. But if it doesn't go particularly well, you know. Yeah, we don't need to talk about that just yet. We don't need to talk about that. Yo, what up, Aaron Jesus? What is the success criteria? Viewership metrics, people's interest, community feedback, things like that. But it'll be a lot of like viewer metrics and like how the viewership scales or doesn't scale. Like obviously, like I think there's gonna be fall off towards the end of the event, and then maybe the finals will have a small spike in viewership or something. But if it's like people show up at the beginning, and then they're just like, ooh, it's not as cool as we thought, and then they're not, you know, like we fucking fall majorly. It's like, ooh, even though the viewership was like okay towards the end, it might have still been like people consistently cycling in from the hype of it, and then the average person figured out that it wasn't that cool, and they're not into it. You know, like you gotta like look at the graph. But that's going to be like the viewership over the entirety of this section, not my stream. I don't really care about the viewership on my stream nearly as much as like the overall viewership of people interested in the tournament. You know what I'm saying? Like I want viewership on my stream because that's what does sponsorships. How long do you estimate it's going to be? 5 to 7 hours. Main meta. Thank you for 4 months, man. Wait, did Talish say what they wanted their scene to be? They want it to be Frost PM Preg. Oh. All right. But that's like, I think that's like, I think the viewership is going to be good. It's just whether or not the idea lands. And you can't know that until you do it. I'm not saying that like I'm worried about it not landing, etc. But it's like, I think with like I think taking a game that isn't competitive and then trying to create a competitive format for that game is like, it's always going to be hit or miss. Every single game that is ever going to be done with this, it's always going to be hit or miss. If one does exceptionally well, do you think you do one with more teams? Same amount of teams probably, but I want to do it in person. That's the real goal, Obly. Do it IRL. Do it LAN mode. If there's a tie, it results in a cornhole game. Holy. Will there be YouTube videos about it? Of course, man. Would you consider a version specifically for streamers that have played less Slay the Spire and then coaches teach them how to play the game? Shard, I'm afraid you haven't looked at who's in this tournament. Diego, thank you for the 5 gifted subs. Ronful and Ludwig have played lots of Slay the Spire 2. Ludwig is on Ascension 4, and the last time that he played, multiple times throughout the run, he opened up a chest and went, oh, cool, and then didn't take the relic. I don't know what the fuck you're rage baiting. You're rage baiting real fucking hard, dog. Exclamation point tournament for the rules. Fancy chairs. Thank you for the 19
Hello,
months.
Frost and chat. Been a very hot minute since I've been in here. I wish you good luck with the tournament, big dog.
Will I be live on Tuesday? I will. I don't know if I'll be live exactly on time. I imagine I will, just because I'll just be anxious. And then, like, all of the anxiety will wear off, and I'll just be really tired, and I'll go to bed at 8 p.m. as soon as I get off stream. My seed name is Fuck Frost Prime. Oh, okay. All right. Fuck Frost Prime it is. Love that for me. Now, chat's really creative with the seeds that they come up with, yeah. Very creative. Very, very, very creative. Yeah. Yeah. A pre-noon soda? Shake my head. I don't understand. That's my second pre-noon soda, dog. What are my expectations for the tournament? I want 20,000 viewers. That's what I want. I want 20,000 viewers. I think that's doable. On the high end, I could see it being 50K. Total on all channels. Yeah. In the Slay the Spire 2 section between here and YouTube. I think it's possible. Diego, thank you for another 5 subs. Would you like to put that on Fuck Frost Prime again? Is that also going to go on Fuck Frost Prime? I can't show you the Pacific Rim tattoo. I'm wearing pants. I'm not going to take off my pants for you. I'll get banned, and I'm not getting banned one day before the tournament. Imagine the humiliation of people having to type in Frost PM Preg. I think it's me that's humiliated. Other seed is Frost Prime has sexy hair. Done. Easy. You know, you can open it up and get what the seed turns into. That's not how Slay the Spire 2 works, Wolf Boss. The seed doesn't turn into anything in this game. It displays at the top right of your screen for the entirety of the run across 34 different broadcasts, all at the same time. So. Appreciate that. What's your criteria of choosing one of chat seeds? I'm going to run a marbles race at the end of the stream today. And I'm going to let fate decide. I have just seen the final of the tournament on YouTube. Awesome content. Bit sad for the outcome, though. Huh? Are you in the future? What is the prize for the tournament? The prize will be all 4 players on the top team will get a special Slay the Spire box from Mega Crits, as well as a box of all 16 flavors of Kettlehead popcorn. What is your opinion on Ludwig not practicing and playing Minecraft? I think you're focusing on the fact that just Ludwig's not practicing. Stans is also doing a league week this week. Lone Wolf Rocks, thanks for 3 months.
Once again, Frost Sip.
It wasn't just Lud's opinion to not practice. A lot of people decided not to practice this week. Frost, we have some females in the tournament. Giggity. Yeah, that guy's not here anymore. You just decided to type that shit in. You thought that was cool. Maybe in like a couple months you can think about that. We'll look at you in the unbanned requests. Not only did I invite some women to the tournament, but I love sexualizing all of the women in the tournament. Yes, let me do that on my stream. That's crazy. That's what I'm going to do. Yep. Go fuck yourself, man.
I know I am number 1 hate for Frost Prime, but I that evil.
I don't think you're the number 1 hater. I don't think you're the number 1 hater at all. I think you're the number 1 hater that will never get banned because you're not really a hater. Personally, I would not have said that. Yeah. Crazy, huh? Frost, you have some Gen Z in the tournament? Skibbity. The SDS Discord and Reddit are the true haters. I don't have as many haters on Reddit. People on Reddit are pretty nice. Because Reddit has a lot of just, like, super memers, man. And I don't know about the Discord nowadays. The Discord just hated me back in the Slay the Spire 1 days.
Females?
Hmm?
Female D's nut straight to your house got him.
I just saw the title. There is an SLS tournament? You think you need to slow down, Eterin? Because you read the title, and then you didn't think about typing the exclamation pointed word, which is code word for... Wait, how long have you had your Twitch account? Had your Twitch account for 7 years, so you should know by now that when there's a thing in the title that has an exclamation point before it, that's a command that you can type in to get more information. And I just want to say, I'm only making fun of you because you specifically said, just read the title. That's the only reason I'm making fun of you. Is because you said, hey, dog, just read the title. What monster puts it on a Monday? I think in terms of...
Do the teams get any points for finishing first? Also tie for the months of content.
Weirdest, look at the rules.
Today?
You'll be very happy to know. I don't know anything about commands. Well, now you know. Exclamation point tournament. Anytime there's an exclamation point at the beginning of a word in any sort of title, it means it's a command. And you can type it into chat to get more info.
While all those bozos are skipping practice for the tournament, my dark horse pick Scootish is grinding it day and night and having Rocky-style training montages.
Rocky or Rocky?
Under my tutelage, he will dominate Ludwig, and if he does not win at all, then I will have to chug the entire Red Bull fridge.
Oh.
This is a legally binding statement.
Okay. But, okay, about the tournament being on a Monday. One, I think content creation, you can put anything anywhere. Two, I'm not a massive creator. I'm a pretty big creator at this point, but I'm not a massive creator. Just because I've lost a lot of weight. Shout out. But I think for a first event, I think it'd be really hard for me to be able to get a production team to sign off for a weekend. And instead, they would give that priority to larger content creators. So, also, we did plan it on a holiday in America. It's a pretty big holiday. Well, it's a pretty big holiday in the sense that everybody has the day off. And it's also a holiday. It's also just happens to it happens to fall on a holiday in like the UK and like a couple other countries in Europe as well. So a lot of people are going to be off. But also I'm hosting it, if you aren't in America, I'm hosting it at 1 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. That's like the evening for you. You'll be home. Unless you work in a graveyard shift, and then shit's just fucked for you no matter when I do it. It's Mother's Day in Poland. Yeah. So sit down with your ma and watch the damn tourney. That shit sounds awesome.
My brother and I are excited for this event. Especially glad I have the day off to be there from the start.
Thank you, Awesomeness, for the 45 months. It's at like 10 p.m. my time. Yeah, so you watch the first hour, and you're like, I'm going to watch an hour, and then I'm going to go to bed. But then the first hour is fucking sick, so you end up staying up all night. That's not my fault, you know? See, they give the 5 gifted. Tia, what would you like the name of the final seed of the tournament to be? Frost PL. Okay. A wholesome one, finally. A wholesome name, finally. Understandable. So here's how the votes are so far. If we did the marbles race night right now, there'd be 5 marbles that would say tomato crabs, 1 that says time grifter, 1 for wolf boss is awesome, 1 for frost PM preg, 1 for fuck frost prime, 1 for frost prime has sexy hair, and 1 for frost PL. If you give 5 subs or 5 members, you can add a marble for every 5 subs or member. You can add to the ones that have already been named, or you can make your own and potentially win. What did you learn from being in other people's tournaments in order to make your own? Try to put together teams that have fun over being the best. I may have left some teams slightly more skilled than others. I mean, one team had Scootish on it. But, like, I think in a for fun tournament format where I think, especially in, like, an RNG-driven game, that, like, even though, like, let's say Jason's team probably is, like, on the upper end of the 8 teams, they could get a bad roll. You know? Like, they could take a card that other teams don't see because of the pathing that they take and the characters that they play. And then they draw that card at the wrong time, and then they end up dying because of it, or something like that, right? Like, 2 people take greed at the start, and it ends up costing them 12 HP in the first opening floors, which just, like, like, there's still RNG that can happen. But making sure that you put people together that you think are going to vibe really, really well, I think matters more. You want to watch people's individual stories, right? Like, I want people to, like, be like, oh, shit, there's a cool moment that just happened in this person's fucking hell. There's, like, a cool moment that just happened, like, on this person's stream, or, like...
Join the dark side,
you know?
BC have all kettlehead popcorn.
Why is that the dark side? BGD, thank you for the 20 gifted subs. What would you like the final seed to be? It's not full skill, so anything can happen. Yeah, exactly. And I think that's, like, really important when you make content creator events, is that you prioritize fun over anything else. My choice is Armadillo, can you real quick open up the game and confirm that you can do a 2-letter seed, please? Just confirm for me. If not, we'll have to make it like chat type Om or something. I know that you can do like an infinite letter seed. Isn't it 8 characters? Slay the Spire 2 is different. Slay the Spire 2 has no character limit on the seeds. I just only have that character minimum. What do you need help with? So we are creating, chat is voting on the final seed through the gifted subs, as well as I've yet to hear back from production on exactly what they need. Let's see. Let me just hold on. But I may. Thank you. Om has worked. Lovely. I might have a couple of paid positions for some chatters if there are people in chat that are available during the time of the tournament tomorrow, and are wanting to help out. Bum ba-dum ba-da-ba-dum bum bum. Bum 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 bum. All you need is a little bit of OBS experience. Literally paid chatters. But they wouldn't be in my chat, though. They wouldn't be in my chat. You'd be observers. I'll do anything. I'll do it for $20,000. We're going to have to pass at this time. Felix, thank you for 5. I'm just waiting to hear back from production on exactly what they want. Because Garrett probably went to bed. Let me see. When was Garrett? Garrett was up at 4 a.m. my time. And it's currently 10:30 a.m. So it says he's online on Discord, but he might be snoring on his mouse, and it's keeping it shaken, you know? Scapegoat, thank you for the $10, man.
Cool an AMA stream. Who do you think would win in a fight, Batman but he's homeless, or Alex Trebek but he's half a cyborg?
Alex Trebek. That sounds... He's fucking OP, man. Especially if he's in the DC universe. Cyborgs are pretty strong in that universe. Felix Slayer wants hashtag free Gilman. I think it might just have to be free Gilman. I don't think you do hashtags. How did you get that sick-ass fridge? Getting sponsored by Red Bull, Robinson. Getting sponsored by them for the tournaments. I have a bit of OBS experience. Yeah. If you want to send me a DM, you're more than welcome to. If you want to send me a DM on Discord. I just don't know exactly what they're looking for at the moment, and I'm not gonna... He told me to reach out to people, but if you want to, like, be in my Discord and be available for me to ping. Oh, wow. Can you tell us more about this sponsorship? Well, it's the sponsorship for the tournament tomorrow, so right now I don't have to say fucking jackass shit. But they basically just help pay for the tournament. But also, if you guys want to gift 5 subs, you can also help pay for the tournament. Is there going to be any pre-game festivities? Not on my stream, but I imagine other people might be live, and I imagine that the Discord might be pretty active. So offline chat will probably be pretty bumping. If it's anything like, the release of Slaves Part 2. Are you losing money? Yeah, probably like 15 grand. That was the part where you're supposed to gas up Red Bull. I'm not sponsored by him right now. The tournament is. What up, Gatekeeper?
Here, hope this helps.
Yo, thank you, Tia. Losing 15 grand for real? Yeah, events are expensive, man. I got a full-ass production team. Here, look. Take a picture. These are all the people that are working on the event. Everybody outside of me and Otts, they need to be paid. And that's not even everybody that's like been like freelance artists and stuff like that. But bing, bing. Otts is not getting paid. He's getting paid by being showered and friendshipped by me. He and I are being friendshipped to the maximum. No, he's just a homie, man. We're just giga friends. Are you going to be wearing a cool suit? I don't know what I want to wear, man. I'm definitely going to wash my hair today. I might go to the climbing gym after the stream. And then I'm probably going to wash my hair. And I kind of want to do... Here, can I show you a cool necklace that I bought yesterday? August and I went to a little goth. But I really like this necklace. And if I think if I wore like a deep shirt and like it buttoned like right here, this was like rested on my chest, that'd be pretty hot. Time for the duck suit again. Bro, is your tail okay? Are you good? You just shook your tail rapidly in between two metal pillars. Are you feeling okay? Watermelon fit to Mog, everybody. No, I really like this necklace. I think I want to plan an outfit around this necklace. I like it as well because when I get really excited, this necklace is hinged with magnets, so I can just go, holy fuck, holy, like it's, I don't know, just like the thought of just like ripping it off during a hype moment is like kind of sick. Can we see it closer? Yeah, it's made out of recycled materials. It was made out of a bunch of vodka bottles. But I like clasps that are just magnets, man. That scares me. Yeah, I mean, I don't know how to show you like how much tension I'm putting onto it, but it's really like I can give it a good tug, you know, and then eventually it might come off. But like it's not coming off just from like doing things. Like you definitely gotta give a little something to it, you know. And it seconds as a stim. Oh yeah, like doing this, like during like a tense moment. Oh my god, do you think that Scootish is gonna die for a 19th time so far this act? Oh my, it's so close. He could, man. Oh, fuck, I got all tangled with my headphones. Golf-style commentary would be great. And there goes Ludwig, taking the 7th claw so far. He has yet to find any synergy with it, but hopefully he can appease chat. And they will stop calling him, and I quote, Lolcow Lud. What's the plan with Ludwig? I don't know. He's in the tournament. The plan is to take over his chat and spam Fiki Orca backshots. Monsieur Penguin. Think of the brand new one. He hasn't said anything about it. Not true. You weren't there the day that he decided to join the tournament. Good to see you, Penguin. I had a nightmare last night that somebody dropped out and I had to fill in.
Hey chat, remember that one time that I said that one thing to that one guy? Got him.
Bang, bang, bing, bang, ba-da-dang. Can't wait for the Ludwig video where he says he has a secret objective. I doubt Ludwig will make anything about the tournament. I think he's just participating because he likes... Honestly, genuinely, I think Ludwig, he joins into a lot of, like, smaller creator tournaments just to, like... just because he knows that, like, he's a big number. And I kind of respect him for it. Like, it gives him free content on the day, but he knows that he could get more viewers if he was doing something else. Like, he could go play fucking Pogo Stuck or some shit and probably get more viewers for just, like, raging instead of, like, doing specific content. So I actually have a lot of respect for him for that. Like, him joining into, like, Wisely Wars, shit like that, you know? He could just react to a phase video. Yeah, exactly. It's weird that I've never watched Ludwig. No, he's just a streamer, man. He's just a white guy on the internet. How is the allowed one restart per round? I assume they still have to finish within the 75 minutes. What is to stop them from using it to check random rewards on the Niao bonuses? They get -20 if they reset. They get -20 if they reset, dog. So they can check, and then they get to reset. That's fine. -20 points. Yeah. It's -20 points. So, like, they're more than welcome to. Yeah, when you reset, you got to give up. Your team's dead. I accidentally won the Slay the Spire 2 tournament. And that video would go crazy, man. That would go fucking crazy. Exclamation point tournament for a full breakdown of the points. I didn't see that bit. Yeah, there's a lot of like random little small text. That rule was implemented because a couple of the coaches were like, what if we could go to Act 2, farm like 25 points, and then do that over and over and over again, tanking the -20, but it being +5 every single time. And we just did that like 19 times in a row during the 75 minutes because we could do it really fast once we know the route. I'm like, why would you do that? Like, bro, have fun. And also, I don't think that you would get more points. I really don't think that you would get more points than somebody else. So I don't even think we need that rule, really. So if 3 people wipe, then they decide to reset. It's only -5 more points. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Isn't 75 minutes kind of short for a run? Yep. Yeah. Yep. I want people to feel like they're under the gun so that they make mistakes. I don't want people playing perfectly. That's the point. If it's random, the player, they play another set of random characters. If they lose, do they play the same? I'd leave that up to them. They can lock in the same characters. Again, I don't think it's going to help them. But if they also want to mulligan and press random again, I got no problem with that. How are the points calculated? Exclamation point tournament. It has a full breakdown of the rules and the points and all that. And I think there are certain things that you can take that aren't necessarily fun in co-op that might be more fun in a tournament setting. One thing that stands out is the fur coat. I don't really like taking fur coat in co-op because it's just like, I want to play the game with my friends. I don't want to have free fights, right? But like if you get a fur coat in co-op in a tournament where you're supposed to go really fast, that's like the best thing that you can fucking see. You're like, you know? But if you take fur coats, you're -1, or if you take a fur coat, you're -1 boss relic. So it helps your team get to the end faster, but you don't have any boss power against the final boss. You know? So like taking one fur coat, it's like the golden compass in Act 2, right? I think that if the golden compass shows up, one player, not multiple players, one player should take the golden compass, right? It gives you an easier act, It gives you 3 guaranteed extra relics because you're guaranteed 2 elites, but you're also guaranteed 2 chests, so that 1 chest makes up for the lack of an elite. And you also get to choose those relics, so it's way better in co-op. Also, the question marks are Juzu bracelet, so you know that you're not getting fights in those rooms, so you can, again, go faster. But that is like one person takes one for the team, doesn't get a crazy good Act 2 boss reward, right? In order to, like, help accelerate the team. If one person takes a fur coat, that's really good, right? Because you get to go faster. If 2 people take a fur coat, you might get to go slightly faster because more rooms will have the 1 HPs, right? But how worse does that make you against the bosses? 3 fur coats? Can 3 people afford to not take a boss reward that is going to do anything against the bosses? You know? Like, like, realistically, I don't know. I don't know. What is Fur Coat? Fur Coat is the Act 3 relic that marks 7 combats as 1 HPs. So it marks it on your map, and if you go to it, the enemy only has 1 HP. So you're essentially sacrificing the power of a boss reward against a boss. And if one person does it on your team, it's obviously good. And you can kind of like carry that person to the finish line, right? It's not going to hurt your team that much. But if 3 people on your team had fur coats, is that okay? Because you're obviously going to be at full HP when you get to the top. You're going to have all the upgrades you need, probably a couple extra relics, but is not having 3 boss rewards against those bosses going to be enough? You know? I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. Have you picked the seed yet? I have not picked the final seed. No. So I think that's the interesting part. Like I think I'm excited. I think I'm excited for that. You should have a sub dono where the highest donor picks the seed. Well, right now, if you give 5 subs or 5 members, you get to throw a name into the hat. And then at the end of the stream today, we're doing a marbles race. So technically, you could get your thing in for 5 subs, and the person that donates 25 subs might lose tomato crabs for a second time and then go, scam, scam, scam. Is the 5 subs name a seed, the seed for the bracket placement or the tournament bracket position? I don't know what the fuck you're saying, dog. Chat is giving me the final seed of the tournament. There will be 4. Oh, you don't understand what a seed is. Sorry. I'm not talking about a seed in the tournament. I'm talking about a seed in Slay the Spire 2. Like when you go into the game and you type in 1, 2, 3, 4 in the seed and it generates the map and the bosses. And then if you give your friend the seed 1, 2, 3, 4, they could play the same run as you. That's the seeds that we're getting. How were the first 2 seeds chosen? First 3 seeds. They were chosen because I scouted yesterday with a bunch of people. Bam. Can the seed be Jay Gilman murder? Yep. The seed just has to be Red Bull appropriate. So you can talk about cum and farts and butthole, but I drew the line at like you probably can't make it like Benjamin Netanyahu, please send an ICBM to my house. Like you probably can't make it that, you know? I'm following just based off that statement. Thank you. Appreciate that. Can it be where is Sea Dog? Yeah, that's fine. Trinity Core, thank you for gifting a sub to Zephy. Let me see. Not one chatter. I'm sending your way. Let me see. Can it be a seed that maximizes the amount of spike cards? So you're going to be really disappointed. Because if you say it's a seed that's really good for the Ironclad, not only is it a multiplayer seed, so it has to be that the person in the player 1 slot plays the Ironclad. So I can't tell them what they have to play. I guess I can tell them what they have to play, but I can tell you that I'm not going to be telling them what they have to play or I'm not going to be specifying a specific character for the final round. Can you confirm what the current seeds are? I got you. There is currently Tomato Crabs has 5 balls for it. Time Grifter. Wolf Boss is awesome. Frost P. Mpreg. Fuck Frost Prime. Frost Prime has sexy hair. Frost PL. Olm has 4 votes. And Free Gilman is the final. Mid Millennial, thank you for the raid, man.
He's an arsonist on a noble quest to escape the wrath of the IRS. He's got conflicting positions in the endless fight for queer folks, animal and tenants' rights. He uses his Tesla to flatten old ladies, and he's marrying someone so out of his league that it's crazy. If he tells you he drowned as a kid, don't believe him. This guy was at the insurrection. He's Frost Prime, and he might never leave the STS section.
Could it be pee pee poo poo caca? Yeah, that would be fine. Yeah, that'd be all right. They can't play him ahead of time because they don't know the rule set. There's a special rule set for the final seed, so they don't know what I'm looking for. They can scout the seed all they want. I guarantee you it won't help them at all. Cloverfield, thank you for the 5 subs. Zappy, thank you for the 5 subs. Damn, get gifted one, gifts 5. Holy. That's how you make a community member right there. Yeah, I'm going to need to see pee pee poo poo caca. All right, gotcha. Thank you. Pee pee poo poo caca is now a seed. And for those that don't know, caca is poop in Spanish. So that seed is pee pee poo poo poop. Please laugh.
Rockula.
Please add a shameless Kettlehead Rock seed. Got you. 72 HF, thank you for the 7 months. VGD. Fucker. Caca is universal? I thought it was like directly translated in Spanish to poo. VGD, are you adding, is that 4 more for your Ohm seed? Or are you adding 4 to pee pee poo poo caca? 4 more to Ohm.
32?
Oh, dude, I want to leak some stuff, man. I want to leak some stuff. Dude, there's some cool-ass shit that I want to leak right now. Bianca, thank you for the 32 months. I'm getting shown graphics, and I just want to leak it, man. I just want to leak it, but I shouldn't. I shouldn't leak it. I shouldn't leak it. No, I'm not gonna leak it. I want you guys to be like in love with it tomorrow. And if you know what's coming, you're not gonna be as in love with it, you know? Like if I showed you my wedding dress the day before the wedding, like it's just not gonna, you're not gonna cry. Like you're gonna be happy when I'm walking down and I'm looking beautiful, but like you're not gonna cry. And I want you to cry. So. Can the seed be I, Frost Prime, endorse the Republican Party and vote for Trump's third term?
A hype train has begun.
I would say no, only because the longer the seed gets, the more unstable it seems to get, and it seems to cause people's games to crash. Not because you called me Republican. You could be Frost Prime is Republican. I would allow that as a seed. Even though it is a lie, of course. How does the tournament work? Exclamation point tournament. Also might be a little weird for sponsors. Nah, Red Bull's fine. They get that it's a joke. And don't worry. There is... I won't leak what the seed is, but there is a trans rights seed. Because I gotta represent all the dolls in the community, man. I gotta. I got too damn many of you. I keep converting you daily. But I'm not gonna. I'm not leaking the other 3 seeds because those seeds they could scout. That's the thing. The first 3 seeds they could scout if I leak those, so those won't be leaked. And then the 4th seed is like the opposite. They don't. Instead of knowing the rules but not knowing the seed, they don't know the rules but they can know the seed. You know what I'm saying? So it's like the opposite. But they also don't even know if they're gonna be playing in that round because that round only has 2 teams in it. You gotta get to the finals in order for it to matter. You know.
Just one look at this handsome Mr. Prime and I feel dysphoria because I will never be him. #jealous.
I'm trans, but my gender is just wanting to be Frost Prime. Interesting. MTF, male to Frost. I'm trying to stay off of caffeine today so that I can caffeinate tomorrow, but fuck. I'm not even wanting caffeine right now. I'm just wanting Red Bull. I actually am like I'm Pavloved into wanting a monk fruit Red Bull around 11 a.m. Mountain Standard Time, you know? I'm just like, holy, dude. Just that nice, calm bubbles going down my throat with a little monk fruit action on it. Hey, Frost, there's some Red Bull right behind you. I'm aware. What color are the monk fruit cans? This one. The bottom one is, I always forget the name, Sudachi Lime. It's very spritey. It's very fucking delicious. Is it too long for people to tell me to wishlist my Steam game? What's your game name?
Frost, please give us your seed. The tournament seed. Of course, we know you have no balls.
Yep. Bianca. Wishlist dice with the universe. Can we just make it dice with the universe? Can we just make it dice with the universe, and if it wins, I will shout out your game? Sounds good. Got it. Again, I just don't want the seeds to be too long, so I don't want to crash people's games. But I would be like, I'm going to call out the seeds. Like, I'm going to be like, this seed, everybody's going to love, is called the Fiki Orca Backshots. Now, there are some interesting things to note about this seed. First, the Fiki part of it. So, don't worry. But if somebody's game does crash, so we're going off in-game time, where, so it shouldn't matter, essentially. I've told the players that if their game crashes, they're more than welcome to Alt F4. Because, like, there's, like, 2 different types of crashes that can happen. One, somebody's game crashes. And that that makes people have to back out. Like, they have to save and quit, and that's perfectly fine. And you go off in-game time, so it saves and quits, and you come back at the beginning of that floor. Shouldn't hurt your time. And then second is, like, a disconnect bug that's far more rare. But I saw it happen last night on Japanese export stream, where it, like, says that you've disconnected from the host, but you're, like, frozen on the screen. Right? Fucking hell. In that case, I have encouraged players to Alt F4 and to just remake the lobby so that they don't sit there and wait, because usually it takes about 30 seconds for it to reconnect. Joe, thank you for the 20 fucking subs. I do think you're cool. Good thing Super TF with his sabotage keyboard isn't gonna crash the thing. Yeah, I've heard that he has a fucked up keyboard that crashes a bunch of shit. So does that mean if they fail a run, the failed time isn't counting? You fail a run, dog. There's very clearly a time. When you go to your previous run history, it shows very clearly how long that took. You got that much time left after that to figure it out. You got 75 minutes minus whatever time you just played. So no. Does not give them a reset. But yeah, we go off the in-game timer, and if there is ever sort of crash, we just encourage players to save and quit, or to Alt F4 the game to save their time. And if for whatever reason there's ever an issue where, like, let's say players didn't Alt F4, but they felt that, they sat there for 20 seconds in the disconnect screen, and then they reconnected, and they finished in their heads, or they finished on the clock, because it's not going to be like broadcast time. It's going to be in-game time. 10 seconds behind another team. We would give them that 30 seconds. We would go back in the VOD. We would see how long they were disconnected for, and we would subtract that from their time, and they would win. They would get more points. It would just be a difference of 5 points between the teams. They might still fucking lose. they might still lose, but if they would get the time points. Everything is up to our discretion at the end of the day. If we think that one team is claiming to disconnect, and it just so happens that they continuously disconnect when they would potentially die in a certain combat, and they're using the disconnect as like I need to Alt F4 and save and quit and restart a fight, yeah, we're probably going to kick your ass out. Probably going to do that. Or at least, at the very least, we're going to ask, hey, maybe someone else should host the lobby next time, and see if that helps with your disconnection issues. And we're going to watch you really closely. And, with events, you need to plan for extremely unexpected shit. That's why I have a production team. They plan for that. Like, they come to me, and they're like, hey, we don't know as much about your game, but, like, what happens if there's a tie? What happens if there's a disconnect? Where do we go off the time? Like, yada, 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 What does it work if multiple teams don't finish the final double boss fights? You just go off what you've done. So after 75 minutes, everybody cut. Everybody hands up. Cut. And if you haven't finished, you just don't get the points for finishing. You don't get docked points. It's not a loss on the run. But in that way, technically, there should be no team wipes unless people want to reset and try to get more points. If people are going to wipe in Act 1, they're probably going to wipe and restart the run. If teams are about to wipe in Act 3, people are probably just going to take their hands off their keyboard and not press end turn, so that they don't get the minus points but they don't get the plus points for continuing and finishing. Does that make sense? Like, people are probably just going to be like, hey, we're done. We're not getting minus points, but we're not getting plus. You know? We're gonna take as many points as we have right now, which is never going to be better than somebody that finishes. Because just for finishing, if you finish in first and you have all of your players alive, you get plus 50 points. Just for finishing. Not for... It's 60 points for completing the last 2 bosses as well. Because it's 10 points for the bosses, 20 points for having all of your teammates left alive, and 30 points for finishing first. So just for finishing, you can get way more points than people that just, like, farmed elites. Finishing matters more than anything. But if you don't finish, I don't want people to be, like, super fucking penalized and, like, get negative points.
Hey,
you know?
Frost, quick tournament question. Do NSAD users get a handicap since it takes them longer to finish?
It's not NSAIDs. NSAIDs is not... That's not the same thing. An NSAID is like ibuprofen. It's a relaxant. It's a muscles de-sweller. It's an anti-inflammatory. That's the word. You're thinking about SSRIs. SSRIs is the medication for anxiety and depression that releases more dopamine from your gut, and oftentimes the most common side effect is an inability to ejaculate. Does co-op have a way to revive? If you die, you revive at 1 HP on the next floor. The event is playing on 810. What if the players don't have 810? We can unlock it. I'm on an SSRI and my dick works just fine. I will say the longer I've been on an SSRI, the more my dick has started to function. But when I first got on Lexapro, bro, it was like an hour and 15 minutes. And that was just because I got annoyed and I was like, I want to know how long it's going to take. I was not having fun until the end. The orgasms still feel great. But I was like, damn, I just need to know like what I'm playing with now. And I got a little sad about it for a while. Because like, I would still have libido. So I'd still want to do sex. I'd still would want to fuck. But then like 30 minutes into fucking, I'm like, dude, I'm fucking tired. Let's take a Gatorade break. Like, yo, Tage Prime. Thank you for the 5 gifted. What would you like the final seed to be potentially named? Must be a weird feeling. It's especially weird too as somebody that's circumcised. This is getting into like a lot of like how like circumcisions like destroy your nerve endings. Put me down for sourdough bread. Love that. If you get circumcised, you basically don't have a lot of feeling in your penis. And so it like destroys the nerves on the head of your penis, which then makes pretty much all of the pleasure that you get out of sex from the buildup of the orgasm and like all of the other things that you can touch and play with, right? So like, when you're going for like 30 minutes, you lose that feeling of like, you feel like you're going nowhere with your shit. You're like, fuck, dude. Hello, what a time to enter in. Found you through Megacrit's newsletter. Oh, hey. Yeah, we talk about a lot of intimate discussions on the stream just because I feel like it's necessary for people to understand and to not feel shamed for the way that their body works. So, obviously, I'm going to use comedy to make it, to make it, but to lighten the mood, but it's more of just like people don't. No, you're good, man. You're good. People often have questions about the fact that I've gotten a vasectomy. That's usually where I get most of my questions. Because some people think I don't have balls. Mainly because my chat says that I don't have balls now. How was the recovery? Really easy. I know some people feel a little bit more pain, and there's like a 1% chance that you get like more long-term soreness. It's like a weird nerve thing, but I think you can get like an additional surgery to just like cut out the nerve in there. But it's like a 1% chance, super low. Every doctor does it differently, so you might have like slightly different amount of pain and like swelling and bruising from it. Can it be reversed? The longer that you go without it, the longer or the less likely that it's able to be reversed. for the simple fact that
We all know I still have balls. They are professionally framed and mounted over my living room couch.
so basically, like, what you do is you're cutting the vas deferens, right? It's just the tube that carries the swimmers to the rest of the cum, right? So you still cum, there's nothing in it. It's just milk. You're just making milk. And when you cut that tube, slowly but surely over time, the two ends of that tube die. And so what you're doing when you get it reversed is you're getting the dead shit cut off, and then you're getting it stretched back together. And so after like 5 or so years, that shit can no longer be stretched. It just won't be able to fit. And now maybe there's going to be new technology where they can put in like a little bit of wiring, but it just depends. It depends. The longer you go to get it reversed, the less likely it will be capable. But most of the time, if it's caught, or if you want to do it within a certain amount of time, know that, though, when you get a vasectomy, you can still always do IVF. Your sperm are still there. They don't have anywhere to go. So you can still get shit fucking sucked out. He has to talk about this because the schools won't. But yeah, it was like, you get like 2 weeks of swelling, and things are like kind of tender down there for like a couple of days. And then they just say, don't ejaculate for 2 weeks. I didn't follow that rule because turns out my wife's really hot. And that did cause both of my testicles to turn completely black and blue. And I got scared because I found it in the shower. And August's response was, hey, the people at my work, she works in an animal hospital, want to see what that looks like. Can you send a photo? So I took a picture of my testicles in my shower and I sent it to my wife so that she could show it to all of her female coworkers. But it was fine. It just caused me a few extra days of soreness. And now everything works. And then after those 2 weeks, they actually prescribe ejaculation of at least twice a week. Oh, that's not that much. For 12 weeks. And then they send you a box. You shoot into a box. You send it to a lab. They test it to see if you have any swimmers left. And if you do, that means that shit might have auto-reconnected. Because your body does want to heal. But most of the time, that doesn't happen. Whose box? I don't know. The government has my sperm now, I guess. I guess no, they don't have my sperm because there were no swimmers left. At least what they say. But this is my impression of you, and I'm all for it. I'm just helping people that have questions about things that don't really get talked about in society. I think it's like the same about how like more people should talk about like miscarriages and stuff. You know, I think it's just I've gone through this specific thing, so I feel like to destigmatize it, it's really good to talk about. Now, should I be maybe not talking about this the day before a tournament because there's going to be more people coming in for the first time expecting me to be talking about a tournament and then I'm talking about my testicles? Yeah. But also like, I don't know. Every so often I get a pain after doing the business, but that's because I'm old as fuck and my pelvis is made of paper mache. It's like Squid talking about concussions. Yeah, or all the other shit that she's going through with her issues. Creates a better experience. Yeah, and I think that more people should consider getting male birth control. Why is it always on the damn ladies, man? And that was honestly why I got it. Because August wanted to get off her birth control because it was starting to cause her to have some issues. And she was like, I want to try to get off of it. And she was like, would you want to consider doing something? And I was like, I've been thinking about a vasectomy for a minute, dog. So, it worked out. The tournament's going to be on the beta branch. I want people to die. This is very educational, appreciated, never do any of this. Yeah, and if you have any more questions, like, I want to be an open book about this. How's the tournament going to work? Exclamation point tournament has a big little rule sheet for you to look at. Is the beta branch harder? Yeah. Much harder right now. They added a new boss that's pretty fucked, and then also they buffed him. So he's like ultra fucked. Was it difficult to find a doctor? No. No. I imagine that if you live in like more of a rural area, maybe. But for me, it's like, I live in Denver, bro. This is a fucking very progressive, super hyper queer city. I went in. It was an old guy, and he was just like, "You're young. You sure you want to do this?" And I was like, "Yes, sir. I've thought about it." He's like, "All right, cool." How much was it without health insurance? $1,100. And note, if you are thinking about getting it under health insurance, most health insurance will pay for it, because if you get a vasectomy, it's less likely that you have medical complications that come with having children or with children, and they don't want to pay for that shit. So they're usually pretty willing to pay for your vasectomy. They will never, almost never, pay for the reversal. Just keep that in mind. And the reversal is usually like $2,000. How long ago was it? 2 years ago? Something like that. Is tournament prize a free vasectomy? Yes. And note, it is a very casual procedure. The guy came in a fucking collared golf tee and put some gloves on and a mask. And he did it in front of my wife, because oftentimes it's a ritualistic procedure in a relationship. And oftentimes they will hold the scissors and let the wife come over and make the cut. So, but my wife, being somebody that does surgery on the daily to animals, was really fucking curious. And she stood up in the middle of it and goes, "Wait, those look like cat testicles." And he goes, "Oh shit. Oh, you're in medicine? Let me back up a few steps." And he like reverses some of it real quick. And he's like, "So I started in here and I made an incision." I'm like, "Guys, hello?" Like, can you guys not just have a conversation looking at my fucking asshole? Like, what the hell is this, man? But yeah, it was kind of funny. So my wife could do it. She could do the free vasectomy. In an apocalyptic scenario, she could do your vasectomy. You're welcome. You're awake? Yeah, it's just local numbing. You know when you get like a cavity and they numb your cheek and your cheek gets all droopy? I imagine your balls are probably slightly more droopy for the day. What position is the vasectomy? Straddle. Or like stirrup, you know? Like laying down, legs up like this. I'm my butthole right now. In an apocalypse scenario, I don't think anyone would have children, Lamau. Yeah, but people still be fucking. So, no, people be having children. Because it's a lot harder to get an abortion. But people still be fucking in the apocalypse. Did you ask if you can keep the little tube? I did not want to keep the little tube. Did they do an ultrasound first? No, because since everything's like pretty subcutaneous in your testicles, the doctor can literally just pick them up and be like, "So here's the vas deferens," and he like holds it for you and you like go over and touch it. Like he could just, yeah. Yeah. Because that's what they do. Like it was like when I had my initial appointment beforehand, he was like, "All right, let me just make sure all your bells and whistles are in shape." And so he just grabs them and he's like, feels around. He goes, "Yep, they're in normal places." Because some people, your shit's just in weird fucking spots. Is it reversible? The longer that you go, the less reversible it is, because the tubes slowly die and they retract and you have to pull them back together. So the longer you go without getting it reversed, the less reversible it is. But you can always do IVF. So you can always get sperm extracted and then injected into your partner or your surrogate. So you can still have kids, just not by fucking. But you can still fuck. Why did my voice crack when I said that?
Dad, can we count how many
testicles
Frost has seen? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, fixed, 14, 15, 12, 13, 14, 16, 17.
Yeah, I'm also cool with adopting. And I think that's something to just like have in your head going in is like, if you ever do want kids, maybe you're just somebody that adopts. Like, do you need to have biological children? I don't have that urge to have biological children. I understand the feeling of wanting to nurture and to pass on your, like my morals and my, like, you know, like to pass on my knowledge to somebody else and to help somebody get to a point in their life that they can have success. I just don't feel the need in my monkey brain that needs to be my DNA. You know? It doesn't need to be a carbon copy of me. This is why you stream and talk about vasectomies. Actually, yeah. Like, this is like, I got like 1,000 kids watching me right now, except half of you are older than me. That's exactly how I felt for a really long time. Yeah, and then, so like a vasectomy might be for you, you know? But it might not. And that's something that I genuinely, a doctor, like I was relatively certain that I wanted a vasectomy, but I was never going to be certain until I talked to a doctor. And then as soon as I talked to the doctor and he was like, these are your options, this is how you reverse it, this is the cost, blah, 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 blah. As soon as I talked to a doctor, I was like, yeah, this is for me. So I'm a 19-year-old American. This is super helpful. Yeah. And like, these are decisions you don't going to make anytime damn soon. But it's like, I think if I was born with ovaries, that I would really want to know what it's like to go through a miscarriage if I was wanting to potentially try to have children at one time in my life, you know? Like, I would fucking, at fucking 16, I would want to know that. Like, I would want to ask questions to somebody that was willing to talk about it. You know what I'm saying? Yo, what up, Francisco? Thanks, fam. It's a pretty big ego activity to want a little version of yourself. Yeah, I'm so sick there should be 1.5 of me.
Story time. Got a haircut today. The stylist was complaining about people wanting their money back when she cuts their hair when I walked in. Ma'am, you are the problem. I spent 20 minutes fixing and trimming my hair when I got home. God damn, I want my money back.
I'm getting my haircut by a new hairstylist on Thursday, actually. I'm just gonna get it trimmed and shaped up for the calendar. No mullet yet. No shag mullet yet. Soon, though. Most people don't want to talk about sex. Yeah. Yeah, it's weird. Dog, I be fucking. But I also understand that it's like a vulnerable thing, and it's not something you're required to share. But I think it could just be useful information for other people, you know? I discovered the absolute power of Eidolon plus history course. Motherfucker, you exhausted your hand on your second turn, didn't you, dumbass? Am I ever going to go bald prime again? I wouldn't say never, but I like my hair long, and it took me a long time to get here, man. It's a very American thing to shade people about sex in public school, etc. Even for education. Right? No, yeah, it's a very American thing. It's a very, very American thing. Yeah, I learned like when I first had friends online, and some of them were European, and they were like, "Hey," we were like all like chilling on a call, and he goes, "Hey, I gotta go. My mom's walking naked around the house again." And I was like, "What?" I was like, "Oh yeah, it's just a European thing." And I was like, "That's just a European thing that you guys just walk naked around your house all the fucking time?" He's like, "Yeah, it's a European thing." And I'm like, I don't know if I believe that, but like, you know, you just learned something new. Apparently, it's a lot more accepted culture to. Where in Europe? Dude, I don't know, man. He was told me that it was a European thing. It's like a north of Europe thing. Yeah, Armadillo, can you confirm? Okay, but why did they have to go because of that? That's a good question. Didn't ask. I guess because their camera was on. Yeah, they did stream. So maybe they were live streaming. And they just were like, "Oh, mom's walking around naked, gotta end stream." Maybe that's what it was. That makes sense. They were a little streamer. I walk around my home naked because it's just me and my girlfriend. See, but like, even when it is just me and August, like, I'll at least put like a pair of shorts on, you know? But maybe that's also because we live in a city and we have windows. Yo, Luna, thank you for the brand new one. Well, let me turn on my AC. It's getting a little toasty in here. We do have the famous issue of nudist hikers in some part of Switzerland. That's awesome. Can't wait for the tournament tomorrow. Appreciate you, fam. Chat, we're probably going to roll this shit in like 20 minutes or so. I'm not streaming super long today. Just wanted to come on and answer any questions people had about the tournament, build some hype for it, hear people's opinions on everything. Because I got a lot of work that I got to do today. And I also kind of wanted to hit the climbing gym real quick. Yeah, one sec. I gotta... Daniel, thank you for the brand new one, man. Sorry. Sending a message. Went bouldering yesterday for the first time in a while. My left shoulder is fucking shot. Yeah, maybe I shouldn't go climbing the day before the tournament and like get really weak and in sore. But I also kind of I kind of thrive being sore. You know? Like I kind of feel like I'm at my most powerful when I'm a little bit sore. You know? Being sore feels so good. And it's like, if I'm going to do something that's non-physical for a day, being sore helps it be easier for me to want to just sit and chill. I'd love to see Northernlion participate. We invited him. We invited him and his wife. But they didn't seem interested. Maybe after the hype of it. Do we have a secret team for the tournament? You and me? Yes. You and I will secretly be playing. You and one of your people made a website for the tournament? Oh my god. What the fuck? This is so cool. Oh my god. Holy shit. I'm putting this shit on damn YouTube. Wait, this is like cool as shit. It's got all the fucking people just like floating around too. All the people that are in it. Oops. I'm putting this on a damn YouTube post. Anonymous, thank you for the 7. I farted. I burped. Also, I also sent a link of what it looks like when the tourney starts so you can see that. It's in Discord. Wait, really? Wait, where in Discord? Oh, production chat. Oh, okay. Oh, you can see like, oh my God. Dude, what the fuck? Wait, this is so sick. Rules and stand. Oh my God, dude. Ludwig's name should be much smaller. It's not based on your average. It's not based on your current height. It's not based on height. Hold on, I want to make a YouTube post of this. Clutch Alpha. Clutch Alpha. I'm going to take some screenshots of like, I want to take some screenshots of this. Shut up. Hold on, let me go here so that you don't see all my files on my computer. Wait, dude, the rules can just link to this fucking website. Yeah, that's such a good idea.
I had a dream where I was in chat saying I was the best YouTube chatter and you pulled up my statistics on stream and I had only made you like $10 from watch time.
Mofessa, thank you for the 10. Wait, Armadillo, can you ask them to make this top tab available, actually? Because I think this would be really sick if people want to click on this and just see what the teams are and what the rules are and everything. I'd be down to just link this right now. Like, I'd be down to just fucking rip this shit right now. Oh, Clutch, can you just make this the website? I had a dream where I was in chat saying I was the best YouTube chatter, and you pulled up my statistics on stream, and I had only made you like $10 from watch time. Oh. I mean, that's probably still the best. Sorry, I just hopped back into chat. Yeah, can you make this just the website right now? Because I think right now, like, people would love to come to the website and just be able to like see the teams and the standing, or like the rules and stuff. Yeah, I can do that. Yeah, I'd really appreciate that. I want to put... I'm making a YouTube post right now. Clutch Alpha, my goats. The hero we didn't know that we needed. Also, this is beautiful. I need to, like, write your name down as somebody that can make a website for me in the future. VIP him. Done. Also, Clutch, what are you doing tomorrow? Watching the tournament? Do you want to work the tournament? Do you have any OBS experience? You seem like a smart computer guy. I do not, unfortunately. Fuck! Never mind. Does anybody here that would like to potentially work the tournament tomorrow and has just a small bit of OBS experience? We need like 1 or 2 more people if people are down. If there's anybody else in chat that would like to help. It is a paid position. Might not pay a lot, but it will be paid. I would be down one time. It would be, you'd probably be needed before 1 p.m. PST tomorrow, but the tournament starts at 1 p.m. PST. And you would be an observer, so you'd be given a few people's streams to watch, and you'd be recording their points that they get, essentially. Jocko, you want to help? If you're available tomorrow, hit DM me on Discord. Send me a DM on Discord, and I'll tell you to add our production guy, and then he'll get you everything. It's paid in Red Bull. No, it's paid in money, but... I can ask people in the esports org. Oh, no. It's not that big of a thing. It's literally just... I don't want to say it, but it's like grunt work. Like, it's like... This is like people that want to help out, and I want you to be paid for helping out, but it's like... This is you just like watching 1 or 2 person streams simultaneously and calculating their points. Like, you're just... Oh, they killed an elite? +3. Oh, they beat a boss? +5. Oh, they died? -5. Yeah, I think Mika said that she's gonna do it. Yeah, it's very much just like you have a task. I love grunt work and feeling like a pawn in the bigger cog. Fuck yeah. One more your way. One sec. Getting this. Dallas. All right, sweet. I'm tweeting out this website. All right, I'm sending this website out on a YouTube message, on a YouTube post. That's so fucking cool, man. Holy shit. God damn. I'm gonna tweet it out too. Even though I use Twitter like once a year. So goated. He gets the once a year tweet. Fuck yeah, dude. Devour the tower.com. Dude, thank you, dude. Bam, 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 bam. All right. Do we want some sort of going live graphic or something for tomorrow? We definitely will need a YouTube thumbnail. Definitely gonna need that, but I think Armadillo could probably handle that too. It's kind of his forte. Bam, 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 bam. I will not reject Mika's input. I mean, yeah, you need to just like look at the look of the tournament and use the backgrounds and stuff. Which, dude, this shit kind of captures the look of the damn tournament.
Can't wait to see
Marauder,
how
they give me 8
badly
months.
Ludwig gets shit on Lamau.
Oh, he's gonna get shit on really bad. His team has not been practicing. It's gonna be a bloodbath for his team for sure. But hey, somebody's got to be a bottom. I'm very busy for the next few hours. If there's anything that needs to be changed or updated, please let me know. Probably on Discord. Gotcha, fam. The graphics team did fucking peak work. Graphics, because there's no I in team and it's just one person and it's Mika. Lud's team is probably live on 5 different games right now. I know Blur plays a lot of SDS2. Blur's the fucking GOAT. Nick plays a lot of SDS2 as well, and he's really fucking good. And I like Ludwig is always just never gonna do anything and just be a chud. And Stans is a recent father, so like I am never gonna fault him. All right, chat. Last call for anybody that wants to throw a seed in the hat for the tournament. This is the list of seeds right now that we're going to throw into a marbles race here in probably like 10 minutes. Tomato Crabs has 5 marbles. Timed Grifter. Wolf Boss is awesome. Frost P. Mpreg. Fuck Frost Prime. Frost Prime has sexy hair. Frost PL. Ohm has 8 marbles. Free Gilman. Pee Pee Poo Poo Kaka. Kettlehead Rocks. Dice with the Universe. Sex at Frost Primes in sourdough bread. Sorry, Sex at Frost Primes has 4 marbles. How do I add a marble? 5 gifted or 5 members. 5 gifted subs or members will get a marble on the list. And you can support another one if you really want Pee Pee Poo Poo Kaka to win. This is a much more even spread. Furry with benefits. Thank you for the 50 gifted. What would you like the seed to be? Probably something furry. It just furry. It's literally, they just want the word furry. Okay. Not feeling original today, are we? Tia, thank you for the 5 subs. All right, I'm gonna open up marbles and I'm gonna start making the list in the background while we yap, so we can run this game. Where's my marbles? There it is. I haven't played since April. I gotta stay on brand. That's fair. A single marble for Red Bull, so if it wins, you can call you a sellout. Red Bull might even get mad at me because it's like a sponsorship in game, which is like another form for them. They might get mad at me for that, but ask for forgiveness, not for permission. I'm so sorry. I opened up marbles. There's a new streamer skin. What the fuck is that? Oh, man. Yo, thank you, awesome fat guy. It was the Red Bull guy's birthday. Yeah, if you guys didn't know. When I had the meeting with Red Bull The guy's like, he was turning 29, by the way. So he's like a year younger than me, and he works. He has a better job than me. So like, fuck me, I guess. But he was like, yeah, I'd love to like help support the tournament, blah, blah, blah. If you like, you know, here are the things that we want from you, etc. We're going to send you out a fridge, blah, 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 blah. I'm like, hell yeah, this is awesome. I have some ideas. One of the ideas is we could make a visual mod and have every player download it, similar to the Baladra tournament. And when everybody gets to the Act 3 boss, like there's like a flag in the Act 3 boss that has like the Red Bull boss fight or something. So like every streamer across all 32 streams has Red Bull on it. And he goes, if we put something in a game, that's another form. And I'm going on vacation for my birthday tomorrow. So we just didn't end up doing it, you know? We just didn't do it. Nah, it's super based, man. Super based. Can't be mad. Nobody's won yet, Diego. We're about to do the marbles race in like 10 minutes. I'm currently making the marbles. Three, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Red Bull not sponsored. No, I am sponsored. You can't say not sponsored. That's illegal. I can't say that. I can't say Red Bull not sponsored. Can't do that. That would get me and Red Bull in a world of trouble, and we'd get sued. I'm actually super excited about the tournament. I feel a little offended that you say actually. Like it's the default opinion to not be excited. One in the chat, if you're not excited about the tournament tomorrow, you're fucking pissed off. Now, just keep in mind, all of your, even though you guys, like some of you guys sent like caps and not caps, all of the names, all of the seeds will be in caps because that's just how seeds work in Slay the Spire. You can put them in lowercase and it puts it all in uppercase. So it's all going to be in caps. Just know that going in. I'm so fucking mad. No, but I love the hype, man. I'm really fucking excited. And I'm also, like, I am excruciatingly nervous. And that probably isn't even selling it of how nervous I actually really am. I am freaking out internally constantly. Why did it end up being Monday and not today? Tomorrow's a holiday in America and in parts of Europe. Also hard as a smaller content creator doing a first-time event to get a production team to be available on a weekend for you when they would rather leave their weekends open for bigger content creators and other events. In fact, last night they did Halo, and that's kind of their thing. The company that I'm using, that I'm working with, LVT, they run the professional Halo scene. Actually, the guy that is running the tournament, he's one of the casters. You might know him as Tools or Garrett, but he's literally a professional Halo commentator and does all that shit, so. You're going to have to promote the bunny shelter at some point. I am surprised that nobody put a bunny seed. I'm surprised that nobody put in twitch.tv/AugustBuns or TTV August Buns. Is that the guy you did the interview with a few years ago where you met the football player? Yep. Second person that I've hired after that stream. I did a stream like a year ago where I had people join into Discord and they renamed themselves whatever their jobs were. And I've hired multiple people from that stream. So. How many subs put a seed in? 5 subs. If you sub yourself to B2, I'll allow that to count as well because I see you're not a sub currently. And I would like you to get the benefits of not being of being a sub. Sounds like a good idea for a stream. I got to go to a wedding that was in a museum. I sat under a literal brontosaurus to eat dinner and made a really good friend and also sat next to John Green for that wedding. So, yeah, that stream was really fucking good. That was a good stream to do, yeah. Shard Bear, thank you for the 5 gifted. Are you testing the format today? We've kind of stress tested the format throughout the teams practicing, and it seems really good. For those that don't know, John Green is famous for being Hank Green's brother. Yeah, and maybe like making The Fault in Our Stars. Yeah, I don't know. Tuberculosis stuff. World award-winning author. Get the bunny stream in there. All right, TTV August Buns. I like it. Song in the background. This is Mirror's Edge soundtrack. It's a little quiet. Dat Dude, thank you for the 5 gifted. How worried are you about dreads? Having a heart attack in the middle of the thing? It's like a 50% chance. Not even sub myself, but I wanted to add a seed. Somebody gift him a sub. What do you want to add, that dude? How did timeline unlocks work in the tournament? Everybody has a fully unlocked account. Wait, it wasn't the main green? They're both the main green. That's the joke. Hank Green is famous for being the brother of John Green. John Green's famous for being the brother of Hank Green. And then John Green Irish goodbyed me, and I got pissed at him and put out a YouTube short saying, fuck you, John Green, and then he apologized, and now I feel bad. I didn't think that far. If you go to the pin link, you could also just support one that's already there. There's no Walter Bonk seed. That would be a good way to support the bunny stream, or to promote the bunny stream too. That'd be funny. Oh, I did help a friend move yesterday, and so my back is a little bit sore, and I don't know if I want to push that by going in climbing, but I also really want to climb because I think it'll be good to like get my nerves out. You want August Buns for the seed? Dude, would you like to contribute to the TTV August Buns? Mofessa, thank you for the 5 gifted. Put in sushi, because that's what I'm eating right now. Type shit. Understandable. Yeah. TTV August Buns. Appreciate you. Hell yeah. August Buns to the damn top. Wait, I gotta add these names and I realize now. So the last one I added was Red Bull. I'm gonna do TTV August Buns. 2 of those. And then 1 sushi. Did you ever figure out what happened to your power on Friday? No. And like we thought it was because we had a worker doing something on our house. We had a contractor out. But he hadn't even started working yet. He was literally just like walking lumber into our garage. So no, I think it was just a random power outage. Happens sometimes. We live in a city. We live in a society. Somebody probably ran headfirst into a power line a couple blocks over, you know? How many seeds will be chosen? 1. So, we already have the first 3 seeds. Now, here's the thing. The players know the format. B2, thank you so much for the sub. The players know the format for the first 3 runs. So, they can't know the seeds because then they could scout it. But the finals, the top 2 teams will move on to the finals after the 3 rounds. 3 rounds, everybody plays. Top 2 teams move on to the finals. They don't know the format, so they can know the seed. Because I can tell you, with what I came up with, because I'm a fucking genius, they will not be able to prepare. Think about it like, it could be a custom run, right? There could be custom modifiers on the seed. And so if they scout it and they're like, oh, there's an elite path or whatever, and then I say, oops, all elites or whatever, you know, like they won't be able to tell. So, yeah. Yeah, also, we were doing a stream on Friday where we were unbanning and rebanning Jay Gilman. And Jay Gilman would get unbanned for 7 gifted subs and would be unbanned for 2.5 minutes at a time. And then almost immediately would get rebanned because it was 7 gifted to unban him. And to ban him, it was a first-time chatter on Twitch, a first-time chatter on YouTube, somebody following the stream, somebody using the content tax channel point reward, or somebody using exactly 6-7 bits, which you guys never would have figured out. But you guys quickly did latch onto the idea of something 6-7 related, which was really funny. And it just so happened that my power went out during the 2.5 minutes that Gilman was unbanned. So I think that that is like a miraculous miracle, and I should not reban Gilman. Like that, it was almost instant that Gilman would get immediately rebanned. So for Gilman to like tech the death, it's fate. Like I'm not going to reban Gilman. So I'm alive on purpose? Yeah. You're Jesus. You're the Jesus of the Frost Prime stream.
Which team did you put money on Kulshi to win the tourney? So I know who it's rigged for and I can hit the mega cash out and go Fiki mode.
I'm not going to tell you that. Because then if you put in a mega cash, or you hit like the put in a bet, then it's like less for me, you know? It's more beneficial for me to not tell you. What if Gilman's the one that did the power outage? That's a lot of work just to get unbanned on a stream that he was already going to get unbanned. Why was he banned in the first place? Every time that I lose a run and slay the Spire, I'm permabanning a chatter until I get a 5 streak. So currently, we have a gravestone that's at the beginning of every stream. You can see it there. Those are all of the people, minus like 1 or 2 names that we haven't added yet, that have been banned so far. And whenever I win, everybody gets unbanned. And everybody was fine with me banning like 35 plus people. And then I banned Gilman, who is like a major player in the chat. He's one of the main characters of the stream in a lot of people's heads that are regulars here. And they didn't like that he was banned. And so they rioted in the streets. They're not even unbanned to be able to watch the tournament. You can still watch. They just can't chat. If they want to chat, they just got to go to whatever platform that they weren't banned on. And not tell me that they were that person. Because if I see a ban evader, I will kill a ban evader. I'll fucking kill you. In chat. Are the bans randomly chosen? Yeah, it's just kind of I pull open the chat after the run, and usually it's somebody, I will say, a lot of times if I'm heated, if I'm a little mad, it's somebody that's backseating. Like, it's somebody that's like, shouldn't have taken that second upgrade, should have rested. Like, that person probably gonna die. That just is what it is, you know? Like, if I'm a little upset that I lost, and you're in there spouting some shit, probably going to be better for me if I don't see you in chat anymore, you know? That encourages backseating. If you would like to be banned, yeah. The main people that I won't ban is people that are first-time chatters that say, ban me, I just lurk. Because it's like, that. It means nothing if I ban you then. You are already not going to speak. If I take away your right to speak, but you had nothing to say, that doesn't... You know what I'm saying? Like, it doesn't hold any stakes. Because I use this analogy, and I think this analogy is really good. If I was a dictator, and I told my people of my country, I said, if anybody revolts against me, I'll kill one of you. At random. But then every single time that I go to kill somebody, when anybody revolts, I say, here's somebody that didn't live here beforehand. They're now a citizen of this country, and then I cut their head off. Nobody that lives there under my reign will feel like there's any consequences, you know? Like, in order for me to feel the fire under my ass, I need to ban a community member. so that I slowly feel the tightening grip of mediocrity as my audience in chat gets smaller and smaller, so it forces me to lock in and perform. You know? What's the need your help with thing? I think we got everybody that we need that is for tournament help. So I appreciate you reaching out. I just needed a couple. We were asking for a couple of observers to do a small paid position for the tournament tomorrow. But I think we got everybody that we need. I think, and we have a couple of extra people that have already reached out as well in case those people don't muster up. If you would like to in the last second though, we are 5 subs to name a seed. That's one thing that I needed help for. I pay you. The other thing, you pay me. The final seed of the tournament for tomorrow will be named by Twitch chat. And gifting 5 subs gets you a marbles and a marbles race that we're about to do in like 5 minutes. And whatever wins the marbles race wins. And currently, these are the names of the seeds and how many marbles are for those seeds. If you can tell, it's not a serious seed because multiplayer doesn't allow you to appreciate the seed that you like. It's like, I know there was one person in here earlier that was like really wanting to give a claw seed. It was like one of the seeds where it's you take the 3 card pack at the start and you get 3 claws. It's like, I can't guarantee, because in order for that to work, it has to be the host of the lobby has to play the defect. And like that's...
He never banned me, BC.
If anybody's going to play defect on your team, please have to be the lobby host.
And also BC, I give money to get banned.
I give money, and so I won't get banned. I banned Gilman. Gilman pays me a lot. All right, what was that? Wait, what was the seed that they just asked for? Backing the bunny stream seed? Holy shit. All right, W. Big, big, big. TTV August Buns, baby. TTV August Buns. Shard Bearer. Mofessa, thank you for the brand new one, fam. More bunnies. All right, 2 more bunnies. Holy fuck. Okay, we're going crazy for the bunnies. Frost, my seed is McDonald's. Huh? You want your seed to be McDonald's? Really? Huh? Did you gave 5 subs, right? Did you? Last minute sponsor. Hold on. Make sure I have this right. I think I have 6 August buns, yeah. Yeah. No, they just resubbed. Ah. How many seeds are going to be? There's going to be 4 seeds, 4 rounds of the tournament. One seed named Bevan. You're going to make August cry on the day of the tournament, you sick fucks? You said if I subbed, I could get a seed. I said that would count as one of your 5 subs. So you would just need to gift 4 on top of that. What extension do I use for the silly emotes? If you get 7TV or Frankervasi, it gives you all the emotes for like all the different platforms. 7TV is like the most all-encompassing platform. I don't like 7TV, but I need a deal long-term to last for 5 to 7 hours. Why don't you like 7TV? So 7TV was created because people wanted to make edgy emotes, and Frankervasi and BTTV wouldn't allow it. But then they just happened to make a platform that functions better than the other platforms. And so it's like, hate that. Hate that the worst guy I know did something cool. Are you able to be funny with the seed if card awards are different depending on the host character? So Ancients tend to remain the same. and it populates the ancient rewards based on the like port that you're in. So like if you're the host, the second, third, fourth, and like if you're like, for instance, if you're getting Darv or something, and there's like the power that is specific to the character, it's just rolling that in that slot you get whatever it is. So whatever character you're playing is just going to be the different power, you know. And also, the seed is for like maps and stuff. The map remains the same no matter what the character order is. There was some evidence of bosses changing, and that still might happen, but can't control everything.
Train has begun.
Cranless, thank you for the 5 subs. Rasinaut, thank you for the 4. All right, I'm gonna extend the voting till after the hype train, just because hype trains are sick. Rasinaut, thank you for the 4. Can there be a landlord seed? FP is a landlord. Like that? Amazing. Gotcha. It's like a school bully you had becomes a millionaire. Yeah. Seed Grandma Zuka. Everybody's stimming throughout the entire tournament. Will August be busy tomorrow? Will she make an appearance? I doubt she'll make an appearance on the stream, but she'll be in the chat. She loves supporting me during events. Like, she's probably going to be the hype master in the chat. Everybody just follows everything that she does in Twitch chat. Like, if she says Fiki, there will be 1 million Fikis. She should cosplay as the Silent and make a cameo shivving you. Pegging me? Copy pastas are allowed tomorrow as long as they're... I mean, the only thing we'll ban tomorrow is solo spam, obviously. Oh, I forgot I have these compression gloves, dude. I need to wear these more. These feel good. Is like solo spam, obviously, but like ASCII art that isn't appropriate. So no Mario with a huge fucking cock, chat. Or Mario Goatsy. I don't want to see any of Mario's genitalia. But if you make an ASCII art overnight of, like, the defect, you can spam that. I don't care. As long as the defect doesn't have a giant fucking cock. Supposed. Thank you for the prime. First draft YouTube thumbnail live in DMs. Chat, you guys want it? You guys want to see it? You guys want to see the YouTube thumbnail for tomorrow?
How about ASCII art of a certain picture of Mr. Krabs?
I think I kind of cooked. It's pretty good. What if we make a version, though, that has... Can you A/B test thumbnails on streams? What do you make a version with people in it, though? Kind of how we did the thumbnail for the trailer. But, like, cut out the people. Kind of like Wisely Wars, how they... Just do 2 people, though. Do 2 people or something. I don't know. Can you A/B test on a fucking... On a live stream? No, you can't. You can't A/B test. You can't A/B test. What was that, TTS, by the way? How about ASCII art of a certain picture of Mr. Krabs? No. No.
So the silent art I make is gonna have to have a tiny cock. What's the point of that?
If a team resets, do they have to choose the same characters? No. That's not really a question that anybody's asked, because I don't think that people are expecting to have to reset. But I will not require them. If they are going to reset for any reason, whether it's death or anything, you're taking minus 20 points, dog. You're not winning. You're not... If somebody... I will say this. Chat, I will give 10,000 subs to chat. If somebody resets and wins the round... Not the tournament. If they reset and then they get the most points in a round, I will give $1 billion. I will give every single... I will leak my address. I'll go bald. I'll show a hole on stream. I'll do Nair live on stream. You already leaked your address on Monday? I did do that. Or on Thursday, Friday? I don't remember what day it was. I did leak my address this week, yeah. Nobody made a clip of it, though. So shout out Twitch chat for either not noticing it or not being an asshole. Type shit. What happens if they all have to reset? Oh, fuck, I didn't think about that. Oh, no. Oh, no. Oh, no. I didn't think about that. That has to be the stipulation that you understand. No, that has to be the stipulation that you understand. Oh, no. Okay. Hold. Chat, it's time to run this race, by the way. Time to run this race. We got 48 names on the list. The hype train has ended. Armadillo, be ready to move the art over the UI over there, just because I don't remember exactly where the top 10 leaderboard is. Yeah, just safety. Move it down there. That's a good idea. How many names are there? There's 48. So we need to hit... Let's do a community map. This isn't Slay the Spire 2 feels like false advertising. We've been talking about non-stop Slay the Spire 2 the entirety of the stream today.
Frost dance.
I have not been false advertising, and you're being a whiny little bitch. One's in chat if you agree. Also a Fiki in chat if you're a little Fiki. Also if that guy's being a little bitch. Anyways. Brample, thank you for the 26 months. All right. Oh, I didn't put bots on. Oops, hold on. I didn't put bots on. That was chat. Chat could have joined there. That was an exclamation point play angle. Nobody joined. Get fucked. What was that map? I like that map. It was kind of cool. It was perfect, never-ending masterpiece, right? Yeah, bots. Bots 48. All right. We also talked a lot about your testicles. Yeah, that did happen, yeah. This wasn't the same map. What the hell? What the fuck is that? Why are there sprinkles and rainbows up here? This isn't a very sprinkle and rainbows type of map. All right, run it. Damn, Ohm immediately taking a lead. Kind of a Pacific Rim map. TTV August Buns straight up in first place, followed by Tomato Crabs. Tomato Crabs is here out of rage, by the way. This was simply rage. We've done a race like this in the past. And Blue Ninja put in Tomato Crabs and lost and got really mad and said that there was a scam. And so they're back now. Technically currently in first and going straight for the hole. That's actually a crazy line. That might be unbeatable, but 40% of people that will enter into this race will die. And it is most likely to be the person in first because they'll be the first person to hit a trap that will then be despawned for the future players. And they could also get, like, Giga stuck here. Uh-oh. 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 Red Bull coming in, shooting the shot. Red Bull knows exactly where they're going. They found the line. They shot it. They used the Red Bull boost to get into first here. I farted. I farted again. Uh-oh. Tomato just jumped into the lead and then immediately died. I think two different tomatoes died there. Bevan coming back from the dead. He is the name of our dead rabbit. So if this wins, this will make August cry, seeing this as the last seed. He's just chilling. He's just giga chilling. Furry has caught up. They're falling in right now. It's kind of a stall angle right now to allow a few names to catch up. Furry, 2 ohms, TTV August Buns, and Pee Pee Poo Poo Kaka. Who will be the victor here? What a lineup, for sure. How big is the hole over here? Fairly big, easy to fall through. Pee Pee Poo Poo Kaka going to take it immediately, but they're falling into a little bit of a blender. Going to be getting thrown around. They got to get out of this. They've fallen out. Furry is the first to fall out. Let's jump back down there. Holy! You're not making it. Let's go back up to first place. Tomato crabs back in the blender. A couple people have fallen out. Furry gonna get knocked off. Sex at Frost Prime's now in the lead. Going through the loop-de-loop. I'm gonna try to pull here. Will they make it into the ending, though? They've got to shoot their shot and not miss. It would be enough. A couple more names falling into the last shoot. Ohm in the lead again. Will it be enough? They're getting shot down the spear. One name might just take the win here. Just go to the end and sit here and wait. Because pressing 1 doesn't get us there. Ohm and fuck Frost Prime. It is Ohm. The last seed is just simply 2 letters. And it is Ohm. Fuck Frost Prime coming in second. Pee Pee Poo Poo Kaka leading it in third. Sex at Frost Primes comes in fourth. Frost PM Preg in fifth. Tomato Crabs only getting 7th there. And Furry in 8th. TTV August Buns pulling up that last top 10 slot. Easy peasy, man. Easy peasy. Thank you to everybody that sent in submissions today. You guys are single-handedly kind of paying for this entire thing. So, thank you. I do appreciate it. Sex at Frost Primes was pretty close, yeah. Ohm number 13 was the winner. How many ohms were there? There were 8 ohms. 8 ohms were in there. But hey, there were 5 tomato crabs, and they didn't even crack the top 5. There was 10 furries, and they didn't get the top 3, you know? Anyways, chat, Ohm is the final seed. And with that, I shall call it a day here. Because I got to go. But I appreciate everybody coming out, supporting the stream, supporting the tournament. Tomorrow, we will be live tomorrow in 2 hours if you need the time based on your time zone. Tomorrow in 2 hours is when the stream will be live. We'll probably go live a few minutes before then with like a starting soon screen. I know that there's going to be a lot of hype in the Discord. There's going to be a lot of hype in the chat. There's a website with a fucking countdown. Devour-the-tower.com. Devourthetower.com with dashes in between the words will literally show you a fucking second-by-second countdown. You can see the teams. You can see everything. I will probably do a going live notification the second that the stream starts. On Discord, so if you want to know the second, I'm probably going to talk with the team soon after, and I will figure out when exactly they want the streams to go live, and I'll set up a YouTube live stream as soon as I know with the time, because YouTube, you know, you can do the in the future, the starting time. So if you want to know exactly when it is, it'll be there live there. There'll still be a YouTube video in the morning. And you will have time to watch it before the live stream because the YouTube video will still go out at the normal time. Yeah. There will also, I can tell you this, be a small little Kettlehead sale tomorrow. Ooh! Probably a little 15%er. Just a little extra 5%. Just a little extra 5% on the kettlehead.com. Kettleheadpopcorn.com using code FROST to checkout. So, just a small little sale. So yeah. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Next time you see me, hopefully I'll be looking a little sexier. Just a little bit sexier. See you guys.